Slave Folklore and Legends of Survival in America. Welcome to Will You Look or Will You Go? Tonight, we journey into the powerful world of slave folklore, stories of survival, culture, and hope. These legends, born in the darkest times of American history, still echo today. Each one carries the strength, wisdom, and resilience of a people who refuse to be silenced. We will tell the two with the same folklore, however, one is haunted. The talking drum. In the stillness of the night, deep in the woods, the drumbeat began. For enslaved Africans, drums were more than music. They were a language. With each rhythm, messages traveled from plantation to plantation. A warning, a gathering, a memory of Africa. Though overseers tried to silence them, the talking drum lived on, keeping alive both culture and resistance. Its sound was survival itself. The Flying Africans. On the shores of Georgia, a story was told of the Flying Africans. Captives who refused the chains of slavery rose into the sky under a full moon, their shackles breaking as they soared homeward across the sea. Whether legend or truth, this tale carried hope. It told the enslaved that even if the body was trapped, the spirit was forever free. Brer Rabbit. By daylight, children gathered to hear the trickster tales of Brer Rabbit. Small but clever, Brer Rabbit outwitted Brer Fox and Brer Bear time and again. These stories taught lessons hidden in laughter, that wit and wisdom could triumph over brute strength. For enslaved families, Brer Rabbit became more than a character. He was a symbol of survival through cleverness and courage. Plantation Ghost Stories. Not all stories were of hope. Some were warnings. At night, people spoke of shadows moving in the fields and ancestors walking among the living. These ghost stories reminded the enslaved that their suffering would never be forgotten. The spirits of those who had passed lingered, not to frighten, but to bear witness, and to remind the living that they were never truly alone. The Conjure Woman. There was also the Conjure Woman, healer, protector, and keeper of ancient knowledge. With herbs, charms, and whispered prayers, she carried traditions from Africa into the New World. To many, she was a source of comfort and strength. Her powers were feared by some, but for those who sought her help, she was a guide and a guardian, a reminder that identity and spirit could not be taken. And then there was Harriet Tubman, a woman whose courage became legend. With nothing but faith, determination, and a lantern to light the way, she guided the enslaved to freedom again and again. So fearless was she that some swore she walked with the spirit world itself. To the people she led, she was more than human. She was a living legend, proof that even in the darkest night, freedom could be found. These stories, part truth, part legend, kept hope alive. They are not just tales of the past, but living memories of strength and survival. Thank you for watching Will You Look or Will You Go? If these stories moved you, please like, share, and subscribe to keep their voices alive. Now we will talk about the same stories, but now the haunted version. Are you ready? The past never rests. The spirits of the enslaved still walk among us, bound to the places where they suffered and where their stories echo in the night. The talking drum, haunted. They say you can still hear the drums beating in the forest long after midnight. Not the sound of living hands, but the rhythm of spirits, warning, whispering, refusing to be silenced. The Flying Africans. On a Georgia shore, shadows rise under the moon. Chains scatter in the sand, and glowing figures lift into the sky. Some swear they have seen them, the Flying Africans, returning to the homeland in death, if not in life. Brer Rabbit, twisted trickster. Even the trickster tales carry a chill. Brer Rabbit's glowing eyes flash from the trees, his laugh echoing where no voice should be. A story meant for children, now told in whispers, as if the rabbit himself still roams after dark. Ghost of Chloe, Myrtle's plantation. At the Myrtle's plantation, a shadow lingers at the door. Chloe, the enslaved woman in the green headscarf, stands half in this world, half in the next. Guests see her hollow gaze through candlelight and feel the weight of her sorrow. The Conjure Woman. By firelight, the Conjure Woman once mixed roots and whispered charms. Now her ghostly figure is said to wander, her eyes burning like coals. The living feared her power, but the dead may fear her more. Harriet Tubman's lantern as a spirit guide. In the stillness of the forest, a pale light flickers. Some say it is Harriet Tubman, guiding the lost with her lantern. Others believe it is a spirit that imitates her, leading wanderers deeper into the dark, never to return. The legends of the enslaved are not buried. Their spirits rise in the night, in forests, in fields, in haunted houses across America. These are their stories, their hauntings. Thank you for watching Will You Look or Will You Go? Like, share, and subscribe.